So no green screen behind me, just want to talk to you guys, just make it really personal, you know? A little bit ago, Cartoon Network confirmed that there's not going to be season 3 of Young Justice. They're canceling it. There aren't going to be any new episodes ever. I'm legitimately sad. I really liked that show. I mean, I liked it more than Dragon Ball Z, and I loved Dragon Ball Z. Well, what's done is done, but hopefully we as fans can do some stuff to get the show back. And I actually have a 7-step plan on how to do this. And before I start, I want to remind you guys that the most important thing is to be respectful. Be respectful to Cartoon Network, be respectful to each other, be respectful to everybody involved, because, you know, respect gets you a lot. Who would you rather listen to? Someone just cursing and screaming at you and just acting crazy, or someone who's respectful and professional? Step 1, don't give up. Even if years go by, just don't give up. I mean, there's still people lobbying to get Batman Beyond back in the air. The longer you persevere, the more chance that the show will come back on. Take, for example, Arrested Development. You know, it was canceled, but for years fans just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and they're making a new season. It's taken a while, but I think in spring, I'm actually not sure. I think they're releasing a new season of Arrested Development. You know, that's great. And it was all because of the fans. They just kept pushing. They just never gave up, even though years have passed. They just didn't give up. If you're gonna get Young Justice back, you gotta, you know, have the same mentality. Even if years go by, just don't give up. Step 2, at the end of the day, every TV show belongs to a network, and every network is a business. And to put it bluntly, a business is all about maximizing profits. You don't have to like it, but that's how the world works. We can't change that. But Young Justice fans can use that to their advantage, because unhappy customers equals less business, and less business equals less profit. And we're really lucky that we live in the digital age, because, you know, we can do stuff like this. We can put out a message, and, you know, the companies actually really will hear us. So in the description box, I put a link to 2 petitions. Make sure you sign them and spread them. The more signatures we get, the more power it will have. And keep pushing it. Don't stop. Even if like 2 years go by, just keep building that petition. Petitions are a good start, but you gotta do more than that too. You know, you gotta get even more personal. You know, tweet them, make videos on YouTube, you know, showing your displeasure at the cancellation of the show. Tumblr, Facebook, you know, go on Google, type in contact Cartoon Network, write them a personal message on their website, you know, stuff like that. But remember, don't be disrespectful though. Even though they canceled the show, they still, you know, gave it to us in the first place. Don't be a jerk about it, but let them know what's on your mind. You know, companies love that stuff. They want to know what they can do to make themselves better. Written letters are great too. They mean more. I mean, if you were Cartoon Network, what do you think would make a greater impact? If you got 50 emails or 50 handwritten letters? So you might want to look into that. So make sure to sign the petitions, hit them up on their websites, give them some feedback on what you think, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff, you know, just let them know that you want Young Justice back. Step 3, new shows are replacing Young Justice, and the network thinks that by having that new stuff, it will bring in more people. I'm not telling you to not watch the new Batman series and new Teen Titans series, but think about the message it would make if their new series, Batman and Teen Titans, actually had less views and lower ratings than Young Justice, the TV series they just canceled. It would really make them think if they canceled something good for something not as good. And to be fair, the new Batman series and the new Teen Titans series might be really good, but I just really like the Young Justice show. Step 4. If you're a fan of Young Justice, buy the DVDs. Get the episodes on iTunes. Support them. Don't pirate the episodes. I mean, it has great voice acting, great animations, everything about the show is just really good. The people who work on that show work really hard on it. And you know, what better way to support them than to actually go get it? And as I said before, we don't necessarily have to like it, but by spending money on it, it shows the network that there's still a market for it. The network is a business, and as a business, why would they spend money on something that wouldn't benefit them in return? So, you know, by showing them that there's still a market for it, we're actually improving our chances of getting a new season. And we're supporting the great people who work on that show. And that actually works. Take, for example, Family Guy. In its earlier seasons, it actually got canceled. But because of the DVD sales, they brought it back. And now it's on its like gajillionth season. And did you know that there's a Young Justice comic book that ties in with the TV show? It's canceled now, but they're releasing their final issue. It's issue 25, and it's releasing on February 25th, 2013, and I think we should all get it. Even if you don't collect comic books, think about how awesome it would be if that issue became a top seller for that week. I know I'm gonna get the comic book, and I really think you guys should too. It's only $3, so even if you don't read comic books, go to your nearest comic book shop, get it. Let's try to make it a top seller for that week, If it's going out, let's make it go out with a bang. This is important right now, but it's gonna be really important later too. Because if like 3 years from now, people are still buying the stuff, people are still supporting it, people are still big fans, it's really gonna leave a huge impression on Cartoon Network. They're gonna be like, maybe we should bring that show back. People are really into it. There's a huge market for it. Step 5, spread the word. If your friends don't know what Young Justice is, show them some episodes, get them to become fans, show them the comic, show them this video. The more fans that Young Justice has, the more people who want it back. Step 6, keep it alive. Don't get discouraged, Even if it takes a while, a couple years, just keep going with it. Because, the network, of course, is expecting some backlash for canceling it, but they're expecting it to die down over time. If we keep going at it, it's not gonna die down, and we'll show them that, there really is a huge fan base for it, and they were wrong to cancel it. Interestingly, and I just found out about this, even though we can't get new episodes, there are other mediums for it. Some of my viewers have sent me some Young Justice fan stories, and I've actually never read anything like this before. I was never into it. But some of these fan stories, they're pretty good. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but the concept of it is kind of cool. Even though, they're not making any new episodes, at least there are new stories coming in some kind of form. And some of the really good ones that my viewers sent me, I put in the description box below. So, check that out, give it a try. Step number 7, repost this video. The more people who hear about this plan, the more likely it will succeed. So take this video, put it up in a Facebook status, tweet it, put it on your blogs, put it on your Tumblrs, just spread it everywhere. I'm a huge fan of Young Justice, and I sincerely hope that they bring the show back. To the creators, Greg and Brandon, you guys made a great show, and I really enjoyed it. You guys are awesome. To the comic book artist, Christopher Jones, you retweeted me once. That was really cool of you. You did really great art on the comic book. I'm really bad with pronouncing names, so if I mess up on this, please forgive me. But Carrie Payton, Jesse McCartney, Jason Spisak, Nolan North, Danica McKellar, Stephanie Lemelin, Lacey Chabert, and Crispin Freeman, you guys did amazing voice work. That was literally like 70% of why I like the show so much. So, check out everything in the description. I really hope this show comes back. My name's Nguyen. I do comic reviews and other comic related stuff on this particular channel. So if you enjoyed this video or kept you entertained even a little bit, subscribe to me somewhere down here. And if you made it to the end, thank you for watching it all the way through.